Welcome to all my dear student. This class will discuss about introduction of acids and bases. So first, what is the definition for acids and bases? So acid may be defined as any substance which has sour taste and its aqueous solution turns blue litmus red. It reacts with bases to form water and ionic compounds is called salt. Okay, so what is mean by acid is nothing but it gives you sour taste and it turns the litmus paper to red, and when it acid any acid when react with bases it form a ionic compound and it's salt. So this is nothing but acid definition. And what about base is nothing but it gives you bitter taste and its aqueous solution turns red litmus blue. It react with acid to form water and their salts. Next, according to Arrhenius concept, what is the definition for acid and base? Let's see now. Arrhenius theory of ionization, according to his ionization process, an acid is a substance that dissociates to give hydrogen ion when dissolved in water. Thus, let us take example acid, any acid here. Example for acid, hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid dissociate into hydrogen ion and chloride ion when it is dissolved in aqueous solution. Like base is a substance that dissociate into hydroxyl ion when dissolved in water. The sodium hydroxide is a base because when dissolved in water it gives hydroxyl ion. So according to Arrhenius concept or Arrhenius theory of ionization, any substance acid is a substance that dissociate into hydrogen ion. Like base is a substance which dissociate into hydroxyl ion is known as base, which dissociate into hydrogen ion means is known as acid. So according to neutralization reaction, these two ions like hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion combine to form a solvent. So let us consider this example. Here hydrochloric acid act as a acid nature and base sodium hydroxide is an example for base. When these two hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion combine to form a solvent, that is water and a salt. Salt is nothing but here when sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, thereby formation of sodium chloride is a salt and water. Okay, then what are all the limitation? That it is limited only to aqueous solution and not on substances. So the neutralization of acids and bases in absence of solvent could not be explained. So it could not explain the basic nature of substances. Example, ammonia or sodium carbonate, which do not contain hydroxyl ion, and acidic nature of substance. Example, carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide, which do not contain hydrogen ion. Okay, so these are the limitation for the Arrhenius theory of ionization. Next we'll see about according to the statement of Bronsted-Lowry concept. So here acid is a substance which donate a proton, it's known as, that means which has a tendency to donate a proton to any other substance, while base is any substance like molecular or ionic which has a tendency to accept proton from any other substance. For example, hydrochloric acid and acetic acid. Here, hydrochloric acid dissociates into hydrogen plus which donate a proton, and this acetic acid CH3COO plus proton. For some example of bases are also given in this statement. So for according to first Arrhenius concept, acid is a substance which dissociate into hydrogen. Substance which dissociate into hydrogen ion known as acid and hydroxyl ion known as base. But come to the Bronsted-Lowry concept. According to the statement, his statement, an acid is a proton donor and base is a proton acceptor. So next we'll conjugate acid base. So it is nothing but the conjugate of such pair of substance which can be formed from one another by the gain or loss of proton are known as conjugate acid base. What is mean by conjugate acid base means such pair of substance which can be formed from one another by the gain or loss of proton are known as conjugate acid base pair. So thus conjugate of an acid is the substance formed by the loss of protein, while conjugate of base is substance formed by the gain of protein. Here the base will formed by the gain of protein and acid will formed by the loss of protein. Let's see the example here. Acetic acid and when dissolved in water, here that acid which donate a proton to the water molecule, here this acetic acid act as a conjugate acid, and the here hydronium ion which donate which lost the hydrogen ion to the acetic acid, so here it act as a conjugate base. So it is evident that that acetic acid donates a proton. Here we donate a proton and that is act as a acid. Water accept a proton and therefore act as a base. So in the reverse reaction, like here hydronium ion donates a proton to the acetate ion and therefore it acts as a acid. So acetate ion accept a proton and therefore it behaves as a base. So next we'll see about the Lewis concept, the electron donor acceptor. According to his statement, a substance like molecule or radical or ion that can accept an electron pair to form a coordinate bond, while a base may be defined as any species like molecule, radical or ion that can donate a electron pair to form a coordinate bond. For example, acid means can accept electron pair to form a coordinate. Acid will accept the electron pair. Here base will donate a pair of ion so that to form a coordinate bond. So let us see the example. Boron trifluoride and ammonia. Here the boron which gives a pair of electron to form a coordinate bond, so it act as a ammonia here act as a base. Why? Because that ammonia gives or donate a pair of electron to the boron to act as a base, and boron accept a electron from the ammonia, so it act as a acid. What is the example for Lewis acid? Silver ion and iron ion, or Zn2 plus or sodium plus, etc. And Lewis base here ammonia, water, hydroxyl, chloride ion and cyanide ion, etc. Thank you.